Have you ever wondered why two people can earn the same income, live in the same city, and have access to the same opportunities yet one becomes wealthy while the other struggles financially for life? The answer isn't always intelligence. It isn't luck, and it isn't even income. More often than not, the difference lies in psychology. The way you think about money shapes the way you earn it, spend it, invest it, and ultimately keep it. Wealth is built twice, first in the mind, then in the bank account. Most people believe rich people have money because they are lucky. But the truth is that wealthy people usually think differently long before they become wealthy. They see opportunities where others see problems. They think in decades while others think about next weekend. They invest while others consume. They build assets while others collect liabilities. Today's video is not about getting rich overnight. It's about understanding the mindset that has helped countless entrepreneurs, investors, and self-made millionaires build lasting wealth. Because once your psychology changes, your financial decisions begin to change. And when your decisions change, your future changes. Let's begin. Imagine receiving $1 million today. Most people would celebrate. Some would buy a luxury car. Others would purchase a bigger house. Many would take expensive vacations. For a short time, life would feel amazing. Now imagine another person who receives the exact same amount. Instead of spending it, they begin asking different questions. How can this money generate more money? How can I protect it? How can I make this wealth last for generations? Both people started with the same opportunity. Yet years later, one is broke while the other is significantly wealthier. Why? Because wealth isn't determined by what you receive. It's determined by what you do after receiving it. Money amplifies your habits. If you already make poor financial decisions, more money simply allows you to make bigger mistakes. If you already make wise financial decisions, more money accelerates your success. This is why many lottery winners eventually lose everything. And it's why some entrepreneurs lose businesses, start over, and become wealthy again. Their bank account disappeared. Their mindset didn't. The psychology remained. That's the real asset. Most people are trained to think like consumers. From childhood we're surrounded by advertisements telling us to buy more. Upgrade your phone. Buy a newer car. Purchase designer clothes. Move into a bigger house. Success becomes associated with spending. The wealthy often think differently. Instead of asking, "What can I buy?" they ask, "What can I own that pays me?" This single question changes everything. Consumers spend money. Owners multiply money. Every dollar has a job. The average person sends that dollar away forever. The wealthy hire that dollar to bring back more dollars. Imagine every dollar is an employee. Would you rather fire every employee immediately, or allow them to work for you year after year? This is how wealthy people think. Money is a tool, not a trophy. Another powerful difference is time. Poor decisions usually create immediate pleasure. Rich decisions often create delayed rewards. Buying an expensive car today feels exciting. Investing that money feels boring. Eating out every night feels enjoyable. Learning valuable skills requires discipline. Watching television is easy. Building a business is difficult. Yet time rewards those willing to delay gratification. One famous psychological experiment asked children whether they wanted one marshmallow immediately, or two marshmallows if they waited. Some children couldn't wait. Others delayed gratification. Years later, researchers noticed something remarkable. Those who learned patience often performed better in many areas of life. Wealth works similarly. Successful investors delay spending. Successful entrepreneurs delay comfort. Successful business owners delay rewards. They understand something simple. Temporary sacrifice often creates permanent freedom. Fear controls most financial decisions. People fear losing money. People fear looking foolish. People fear failure. Ironically, these fears often guarantee average results. Wealthy people are not fearless. They simply understand fear differently. They don't eliminate risk. They manage it. Instead of asking, "What if I lose?" they ask, "What if I never try?" Every successful entrepreneur has experienced uncertainty. Every investor has watched markets decline. Every business owner has faced setbacks. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. The wealthy understand that avoiding every mistake usually means avoiding every opportunity. Another major psychological difference involves learning. Average people often stop learning after school. Wealthy people rarely stop. They read books, study businesses, analyze markets, listen to experts, ask better questions. Knowledge compounds exactly like money. One lesson learned today can generate income for decades. One new skill can double your earning potential. One book can completely change your perspective. Rich people don't necessarily know everything. They simply commit to learning continuously. Their greatest investment isn't always stocks. It's themselves. One of the biggest myths about wealth is that high income automatically creates financial freedom. It doesn't. Someone earning $500,000 annually can still live paycheck to paycheck. Someone earning $80,000 can quietly build millions over time. Income matters, but behavior matters more. Lifestyle inflation quietly destroys wealth. As income rises, expenses rise. The bigger house, the luxury vacations, the expensive memberships, eventually every raise disappears. The wealthy often avoid this trap. Instead of increasing expenses every year, they increase investments. Instead of impressing strangers, they impress their future selves. They understand that true wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about becoming financially independent. The wealthy also think differently about problems. Most people complain. Successful people become curious. Every problem hides an opportunity. Traffic creates ride-sharing companies. Long grocery lines create delivery businesses. Expensive hotels create home-sharing platforms. Business exists because problems exist. Instead of avoiding problems, wealthy people solve them. The bigger the problem solved, the greater the potential reward. Money flows toward value. Create enough value, and wealth often follows naturally. Perhaps the most powerful mindset shift is understanding ownership. Employees trade time for money. Owners build systems. Employees work. Businesses work. Investments work. Assets work. Eventually money begins working harder than the individual. This doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, consistency, discipline. But once assets begin producing income, financial freedom becomes possible. The wealthy spend years building machines that continue producing income long after the work is finished. That is the psychology of ownership. Gratitude also plays a surprising role in wealth. People constantly chasing what others own rarely feel satisfied. Comparison creates endless dissatisfaction. The wealthy often focus on progress instead of comparison. Every investment, every lesson, every improvement matters. Small wins compound. Just like money, success isn't built through one massive decision. It's built through thousands of intelligent choices repeated consistently. Finally, understand this. Wealth is rarely created through one lucky moment. It's created through daily habits. Thinking long-term, learning continuously, controlling emotions, delaying gratification, taking calculated risks, building assets, solving problems, remaining patient. These ideas sound simple, yet very few people practice them consistently. That's why wealth remains uncommon. Your financial future will not be determined by a single paycheck. It will be determined by the psychology behind every financial decision you make. Change your mindset. Your habits begin to change. Change your habits. Your results begin to change. Change your results consistently, and over time, your entire life changes. The psychology of wealth isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the person capable of creating and keeping wealth for a lifetime.